Hi friends, hello. Oh my gosh, so I'm here again. It is week 18. It's crazy that 2 weeks away is going to be my halfway point. So I'm sitting here on my little ball with the baby. Wow, it's just, yeah, I am still like, I'm like, oh my God, like it's just things are moving along and it's really, really cool. I actually just woke up from a little nap. It's so funny. I laid down for a minute and I'm just reading stuff on my phone. Actually, I've been reading my astrology chart and I just couldn't keep my eyes open at one point. So I took a little nap and that's been happening a lot lately. Yeah, I'll just kind of have these waves of tiredness and I'll just take a nap. Not so much is different than last week, except a few things that I'm going to talk about. I've had a bit of like new feelings, I think, around food. My appetite has kind of come back. I've been eating more normally, but also certain things have started to irritate me. I've been hiccuping a lot, like very randomly too. That's another thing. Like a random gasp for air. I can feel like it filling up a little bit in there. I don't know if it's just because it's like, everything kind of gets pushed, I guess, as your belly grows. But I've been noticing different like food sensitivities, which I don't know if it's just being exacerbated now that I'm pregnant or if it was stuff from before that I didn't notice. But like I had to cut out dairy. I had done this before. I'll go through waves where I don't eat it, but I was wanting it so much this last week. I was craving like cheese, anything with cheese, and I had way too much. I'm like, okay, I can't have any more because it's been hurting a lot. And so the main thing I'm going to talk about today is actually the pains that I've been experiencing in my like lower area. I was having them in the beginning, but they've recently come up a lot and I am going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about sex because that's like been the number one thing that I've noticed this week has come to shift a little bit. Like as far as my body, the way it's reacting after, I've noticed that. And I'm going to be very transparent here because I'm probably going to talk about this a lot more like as the pregnancy goes on, but I figured I'm not going to filter anything. I want to talk about anything and everything on my channel. I want to just be real here. Like sex is normal. We have sex and I'm not going to like sugarcoat it or, I just want to be very real about that. So if this offends anybody to talk about this topic, don't watch the rest because I'm definitely going to talk about it. But it might be detailed. I'm not going to hold back on certain things. So, I'm very sexually active. Fabian and I are like every day, multiple times a day. Rarely miss a day. And this last week, and even a little bit at other times, maybe in the beginning, I would have this happen. But now it's like become like, okay, I'm pretty sure this triggers the specific pain I'm feeling. And now it's not vaginally, it's not like in my uterus, it's more like I'll get a pain on my side. And I'll be like, okay, like I can't like do certain positions. Now I'm starting to realize I can't do certain positions. And I've always loved to be like on top or him like on top. But there's certain things now that I'm finding are painful. There's sometimes where I can feel like a bump, like the baby, I guess. Like, I don't know, like it feels like a hard something in my abdomen when I'm on top. And then like, I think those thrusting motions will make me feel like I pulled a muscle, like on my right side in my groin. So there is this thing called round ligament pain when your uterus is growing and the baby's getting bigger that I guess it like pushes on different sides. So lately, this past week, I've been like, oh my God, ow. Like it hurts after I think those thrusting type of motions. And I've also noticed that what's been working though is actually sitting up. It's like a very interesting position that we've kind of like found that feels really good. It's like not fully sitting up, but it's like halfway sitting up where he's on top. Sorry, it got cut off. but where it's not putting pressure on like the baby or the belly or anything. And I'm not really big right now, so the reason I say like too that I'm not gonna, I'm gonna probably talk about this so much more is because I don't even know how much more that's gonna change. I'm sure this is a whole thing that like people deal with, and I don't know who else is like what else, like how often other people do it and whatnot. I'm just gonna talk about my experience, and we definitely do other things. We like pleasure each other in different ways, but like we love to have sex, like actual intercourse. So that's been like something that I'm like, oh my God, are we gonna, like, how are we gonna manage not doing that? Like, it's just kind of crazy. But I mean, obviously we'll figure it out, and I will let you guys know how it goes, honestly, because I think people do want to know about stuff like this and what do you do, and if it's okay to talk about it. And I think it is absolutely okay to talk about it. So yeah. But this has been something that is very new to navigate, like this body change going on, because I guess there's also this part of me right now that's like, I don't want to like cause a contraction. And I think that, or like, I'm going to talk to my midwife about it, but basically what I experience is like a kind of like a contraction type of pain after sometimes. And that's what I think. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to make something hurt in that way, or I just want to make sure everything's okay after. So it's just, yeah, it's been a whole new thing that happened this week that I was starting to realize. I was like, okay, I can't like go down there, do certain things down there. And also my lower back has been in so much pain. I'm going to the chiropractor in a couple of days. I'm so excited. I really, really, really hope that this helps this problem, because yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just very sensitive in my like lower abdomen area and like the uterus and my hips, because like it hurts like hell to get out of bed or to get out of the car, just certain positions to like move, like get up. I also haven't worked out a lot this week, so I think that might have something to do with it. But yeah, it was definitely, sorry, it kept stopping again. Fabian keeps calling me. He must know I'm talking about this. I did tell him I was talking about it, gonna talk about it in the video though today, and he was cool with it. But yeah, my back just hurts so bad, and I'm hoping that the chiropractor will help, because yeah, it's just been super uncomfortable. I've been really trying to find different positions to like lay down, sleep on. Hurts really bad in the car for some reason. And when I like get out of the car, I do have this body pillow, and I just got another one. So Freedom Mom had actually sent me a pillow, sponsored me with that, and I'm really excited that I got to have that one. So, but I had originally, weeks before that even happened, Yana Sleep has sent me a big body pillow. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one. It just came in today. I will let you guys know how that is. I'm wondering if this is the point where I don't sleep on my back. I did read something about that. The sleep thing has been really tricky for me to navigate as well, because yeah, I'm just uncomfortable. That's just the plain out truth of it. I think that's the number one thing about, your body changing through pregnancy, is like the discomforts of something growing inside of you, an amazing, beautiful thing, but you're like, it's moving things in there. And I'm like, doesn't always feel so fun. So yeah, and I don't want to, I don't really lay on my stomach. Well, now I'm starting to really not be able to, but sometimes I feel like I shift a little bit into my stomach position. I try to stay on one side, my left side. The left side, they say sleeping that way is the best, because your digestive system like processes the best if you're on your left side. I've heard about that for a while. I was doing that even before I got pregnant, because I even read that it like helps her in some way, because of the digestive system. It's just the most ideal position. But yeah, I've been trying to experiment a little bit with that, because in the past few days I've noticed that, like I said, this like pulled muscle type of pain on my right side. So yeah, we've had to cut back a little bit on our intercourse, but I thought maybe that was affecting it. Certain foods I'm trying to monitor more because maybe constipation has been a thing with like too much dairy or too much gluten, stuff like that. So that's another thing that I'm like, okay, I gotta be careful with foods for sure. Just eat like my fruits and vegetables and some protein. But it's tricky. Sometimes I'm like, am I even eating enough? Because I'll eat like a couple meals a day, but I can barely eat that much. And I'm like, is it okay that I'm only eating this? I'm glad I'm taking my vitamins. I feel like that's where they supplement, you know, like all the nutrients that I need. But yeah, I'm just doing my best, guys. I go to my midwife on Monday. I'm so excited. And then I get my anatomy scan, the second ultrasound, in a couple weeks. I'm dying because I'm at this point now where I'm like, I just want to like see him and make sure he's okay all the time. Like, want to hear the heartbeat. I just want to make sure everything's going okay, you know, like in there. You know, I have all these like experiences and I do feel little movements. They're very, very subtle. I love it. I'm pretty sure it's that, but I also, you know, they're not very strong. So I don't know if it's really that or if it's like gas or just like my body processing food, you know, you just don't really know. But they say you know more, and then with your second baby, you'll really know what it is. So yeah, I cannot wait to go to the ultrasound because I just really want to see him. I want to make sure he's good. So that's in a couple weeks. I see the midwife on Monday. Things are moving along. What can I say? I went to yoga this morning. I think that helps a lot. I wish I could do it every day. Well, I wish they had the prenatal yoga every day. It's become my saving grace, like going to yoga. I go at least once a week. They only have it twice a week, so I try to go to both. Wasn't able to make it on Saturday, but I go every Wednesday and Saturday, and it's amazing. It's a really, really great class. Everything's pregnancy tailored, and she's super spiritual, and we get to chant in there and like really connect with our baby, and it's just really beautiful. So I'm glad that I did it today. It was really helpful with my back and my hips. So yeah, that's basically the biggest things this week, the biggest stuff going on. Getting back into doing some work stuff, soul realignment sessions. I want to get super heavy into that because we are, you know, looking to do our move soon. And now that I'm almost halfway, I'm like, I want to, you know, we're only work from home when the baby comes. You know, I want to at least take some time off and then start doing stuff, but only at home. Unless it's like a shoe or something really cool, I wouldn't mind doing that, you know, having little meetings here and there, but nothing out to where I feel like I have to go out all the time. And yeah, so starting my soul realignment sessions again. If anyone's interested, you guys can check out my website, soulempowermentwithbria.com. I'm gonna start posting more videos about just stuff, spiritual stuff that I'm into and that I learn about, and the tarot readings are coming back. So stay tuned. There's going to be some new things. I'm glad that I'm keeping up with these videos. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying them. And yeah, that's my 18-week update. I'll see you guys next week. Will be 19 weeks. All right, guys, have a great day. Mwah.